Hey everybody, how are you doing today? Awesome. You weren't supposed to answer a rhetorical question. All right, get rid of all this stuff. We're going to draw a section in AutoCAD. So let's go. Okay, it's 24 feet wide, right? So I'm going to draw a line here. How tall is this wall? 9'1". So I type in 9-foot wall. How thick is this wall? Yeah, so I'm going to make it 6 inches, right? It's actually ½ inch. I think Ren said 3/8 or something. Doesn't matter. So let's make it ½ inch plus 5.5. That's how wide this thing is. How wide is your section? 24 feet. Okay, there's your 24-foot section. How thick is the floor? 4 inches. Let's go down. Let's draw a couple little lines here. So there's my wall, which is 6 inches with the ½ inch sheeting. And I'm going to draw another. Actually, I'm not going to draw anything else. I don't draw. I now mirror. I'm going to select this blue box. Everything inside will be mirrored on the center. How cool is that? All right, here's another line. I'm going to draw up here. Trusses are not 2x6, they are 2x4. So I'm going to offset this 3.5 inches. And I'm going to draw a line from here to here to kind of finish that off. Let's mirror that again. I could do it on the other side, but let's learn the mirror command from center to there. Would you see how that went? Zero. That's kind of neat. All right, 412 slope. How do I draw a 412 slope? I go 12, 4. How thick is the top chord? 3.5. If you do it, 5.5 is what it is. I think Ren said this top thing here is actually 7/8. I'm going to do mine a ½ inch because I like ½ inch better. All right, am I going to redraw all that stuff? No, I am now going to mirror these. See how I use that box over here. Now what do I use to finish this? Fill it, fill it, fill it. Awesome blossom. What is your what's your overhang? I'm going to take the outside of the sheeting, offset it, offset 24 inches. It's 2 feet, right? Now what do I use to get this truss way out here? Extend. And then I trim this. And I trim, and I'm going to actually get rid of all of this. I don't need this. What is the fascia made of? 2x6. How thick is that? 1.5, 5.5. Move that into place. Right there. And then there's a line right here that goes up to there. The truss tail does not go into the fascia, so that gets trimmed. And then what goes from the fascia back to the house? Soffit does this. So now I want to get all this stuff over here. Here's what I do. Erase, mirror. Your section is done. It didn't work. Didn't do that on purpose. Let's see what I did wrong there. What did I do wrong? Oh, made a mistake. What happened is I built bathtubs yesterday. My fillet radius is set to 2 inches. So I got to reset that to 0. So did I screw everything up? Let's see. Not really. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to mirror these. I kind of did, not on purpose, but I'm going to mirror them on the midpoint, and now they don't connect, so I just refillet them. They were filleting to an arc because I built some bathtubs and sinks and stuff yesterday. There we go. There's your section. How wide is it? 24 inches. Watch this. Or 24 feet, I mean. Watch this. I'm going to rotate this and line it up. It's the same thing. It's the same house. There you go. There's your section. Did you guys actually draw the trusses inside of here? The thing? All right, let's do this then. I'm just going to draw a line from here to the midpoint here and back down again. How big is that chord in there? It's 2x4, so the 3.5. So I want to go opposite of these. I want to go off 1.75, which is half of 3.5. 1 3/4 is half of 3.5. So I'd have to do some offsetting and trimming, and there's no way I can do this any quicker. And now I just start trimming. When I use the trim command, I select everything and then just kind of just start trimming. I'll extend that one, opposite of trim, EX, trim here, trim, got it. Now what do? Do I redraw the other side? No, I mirror it because I'm not a sucker. There you go, all done. So you can see how you draw something once, mirror, 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 mirror. Have a great weekend.